You have no idea how much you guys requested me to review my #1 spring fragrances when it comes to niche this year, which is Amabile by XERJOFF. You guys wanted me just to review this fragrance, and this is a quick review of Amabile. So stay tuned after this quick intro. What is going on, guys, and welcome again to another video. This is a quick video. I was just doing my workout at this park next door of my apartment, and I just wanted to do a quick review of Amabile, just because the weather is nice, okay? And I felt like this beautiful weather that we've been having today, it just fits that Amabile like 110%. That was my I sprayed a couple of sprays right before I do my workout, and as a matter of fact, this fragrance is very vivid. It's very effervescent that it makes you want to work out. It makes you energetic in a way. It's got that energetic factor in it somehow. I just love that green apple note that this fragrance has, and for me personally, this green apple note is very authentic, that it makes you crave green apple. Seriously, guys, the first time I smelled this fragrance, now my mouth is watering, remembering that opening of that green apple note. This green apple note, seriously, guys, is to die for, combined with beautiful citruses. Seriously, guys, I just can't talk enough about that opening. That opening for me personally is a 10 out of 10. The best part about this fragrance is the opening. It's so green, so fresh, so effervescent. This is the best perfect hot weather climate type of a fragrance, period. It is so green to that level that it's just perfect for spring. And it is so fresh to that level that is just perfect for summer. And for me personally, this is one of the perfect summer scents to me personally, like ever. And this fragrance, it doesn't work when it's cold outside, because when I got this fragrance the first time, it was still like kind of like colder here in LA. And this fragrance didn't work when it's colder out. I thought this fragrance, it's got some great performance, because it does, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to the performance, when it's colder outside, I felt like this fragrance didn't really shout out loud. It was like really close to the skin. And the performance wasn't the bestest when it was colder out. But when it was hot outside, and I've worn it when it was hot multiple times, this fragrance shines. This fragrance needs some sunshine to make this fragrance to really shine. I'm not just saying that, guys. This is a perfect scent for hot weather, for going outside, like outdoors. This is a perfect outdoor scent, guys. It's so fresh but complex as well at the same time, because it's got that cardamom note that is very, very apparent to me personally, especially when this fragrance like dry down. And that cardamom note to me personally, it just adds some sweetness, and it adds some class into that freshness concoction that this fragrance has. And it just makes this fragrance beautiful. And when this fragrance just hits that mid, and when that cardamom note at its prime, it reminds me sometime, but not entirely, to African leather by Memo. That cardamom note here, it just reminds me somehow of African leather, even though African leather, it's very dark, mysterious type of a scent, and this one is very fresh in a way, but they just share the same cardamom note, that it's very, very similar to those both fragrances right there. I just love this cardamom note in this fragrance. It just adds character to it for sure, and it just kind of like prepare you to the dry down, which is totally different than the opening. I personally love the opening. The dry down is great as well, but it's not as great as the opening, in my honest opinion. The dry down is all about this white, fluffy musk. It kind of like smells like cotton in a way, like fresh cotton. It's very fluffy in a way. It smells great. It's compliment getting for sure, especially when you first spray it on. This fragrance is compliment magnets, but at the same time, when it dries down, it's more of an office scent appropriate at the dry down, because of that white, musky, fresh nuances that this fragrance has. and it smells great the way it is, guys. For me personally, I just love how this fragrance smells like, and to me personally, it's a 10 out of 10. When I wore this fragrance at the summertime outside, this fragrance lasted all day, projected all day. It was giving me compliments non-stop. I kid you not. But when I wore it, when it's colder out, it wasn't the bestest. Okay, so this one would definitely, I would never, what am I trying to say is, I would never wear this fragrance when it's colder out. This is just strictly when it's hot, spring outside or summer, period. This is pretty much it, guys. And this is one of my favorite XERJOFFs, period. And this is the latest acquisition of mine when it comes to XERJOFFs. XERJOFFs, they don't disappoint, guys. They kind of like disappear for a while and they just come out with something, like they come out with a hit, and this is a hit for me personally. I highly encourage you guys to try this fragrance out. It's hard to be creative when it comes to fresh fragrances, but the way XERJOFF did it this time, they did it perfectly. Because honestly, for me personally, I have never smelled anything that smells like Amabile, especially at the opening, because that apple tart note is very tart, by the way. It's so different and so authentic to a level that I have never seen before. Seriously, with that combined with that citruses, it's just beautiful. This is pretty much it, guys. I highly encourage you to try this one out. This is a summer hit, and for me personally, and I've been out doing this for a long time, and I've smelled a lot of fragrances. There's Aventus when it was a statement piece. When it came out, still is. There's Baccarat Rouge, which is another statement piece. This one, if it got enough hype, it could be a very good statement piece as well. Seriously, guys, this is something that you need to try out. Get a sample and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe and do all the good stuff. And this is pretty much it. Don't mind me. I just shoot from my phone because I am lazy. But at the same time, I love you. That's why I keep on popping those videos for you guys. So give me a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below what do you think of Amabile or Amabile by XERJOFF, which is a fragrance I personally love. 10 out of 10 for me, for sure. My #1 spring fragrance this year, period. Period. Period.